Welcome back to the show, Junkies on 106.7 The Fan.
You get the music bit?
I do like the music bit by Matt Valdez. This is I Ran by the Fox Seagulls.
Correcto.
80s Smash-ola.
By the way, it's time for the Elephant Insurance Big Player of the Week, people. Bryce Harper is at 3 bombs with 6 ribbies since July 1. He's hitting 300 for the month. He was also named a starter for the National League in the All-Star Game at Petco in Dago. Elephant Insurance. More care, less cost. Discover the elephant difference at elephant.com.
All right, right now is the perfect time to go to watchthejunkies.com because we have not one, not two, 3 cameras set up for the beer mile. We have the world record holder in the beer mile. That's Lewis Kent. He can do a mile while drinking 4 beers, 1 at each quadrant, every quarter mile, in 4 minutes and 47 seconds. He's facing off against John Paul Flame, who will not post a similar time. And I believe we have Chris Farley from Pacers Running Stores. He will get this started down here at 1015 Half Street.
But we have JP on the line right now. JP, I'm just noticing something about like body types.
Right.
Lewis Kent probably has about a 1.8% body fat. You don't.
Yeah, here's the thing is I think I'm fairly fit. I'm not in peak condition. I'm not where I was when I did my boxing match or when I did the marathon years ago. And when I stood next to him, I just realized I'm fat, I'm short, and this guy has like 2% body fat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you can look down and see, I mean, Lewis is wearing, all the latest, greatest Brooks gear. He's got the running tank top. And JP looks like he's going to go play pickup with A1.
Now, let me ask
Exactly.
you this, JP.
By design, cakes. You can't contain the genius. I don't want to dress like somebody who's going to run a 4-minute mile.
Now, wait a minute, JP. The rule. I have to clarify the rule. So you have to chug the first beer. You can't ever run with the beer in your hand, right? You always have to drink it
Correct.
first. Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to drink the first beer, and then we have to do 2 laps, and that'll be a quarter of a mile. We drink another beer, then do another quarter of a mile. I think the way that Chris paced it off is that when I drink the 4th beer, if I can make it, then you have one last lap.
Okay. All right, Cakes. I just checked the sportsbook, sportsbook.com.
Okay. What's the latest line?
The latest line on JP puking.
Okay.
If you do think he's going to puke at some point during the mile, he is a minus 120.
Okay.
If you don't think he's going to puke at all, he's at plus 180.
I think he's pro-puking. I think at some point, like it's just going to catch up to him with the fact that he doesn't drink ever.
Yeah.
It's hot out. It's like 80-plus degrees, and the humidity is outrageous.
We're sleeping on the humidity.
The humidity. Yeah, I'm on the side of he will puke at some point.
All right,
Now, Lewis has given me a little advice. What Lewis said is some people, they come out of the gates flying, and it's going to be tempting because he's going to fly right by me because this guy runs a mile without beer in like 4.5 minutes. And I just told you, like, right now, if I was to go my fastest, I might get right around 7 minutes. I'm going to have to slow it way down just to be able to drink the beer because what he said is people, they get to the beer station and they're out of breath and then they can't down the beer.
All right, hold on. I'm going to bet on this, so we're going to have parameters. I'm going to say he does not puke before 10 a.m. So you think he'll puke sometime either during the race
yes,
or
there was some puking before 10 a.m.
the end of the show.
Yes.
All right, I'll bet you Egg McMuffin.
All right, that sounds good. That sounds like a winner.
All right.
Do you want to get Lewis's take real quick before we start? We're going to start here in a sec.
Yeah.
It has
They
to be
believe
quick,
I will
though.
puke. What do you think, Lewis?
I think it's about a 50-50 shot here.
No, Lewis, I'm betting he will not puke.
Either he will or he won't.
I'm going to bet against the pukage.
All right, I'm betting on puking, and you know what? I think we have to get this thing kicked off. So I don't know if Chris Farley wants to do a countdown.
Give the phone to Farley.
Do you want to do a countdown, Chris, or Sam? Cool.
By the way, Lewis Kent is going to drink that first beer in 6 or 7 seconds, then he's off to the races. I don't think JP's a good chugger.
All right, Chris, so explain real quick again the rules. How many laps total?
So we're going to do 7 laps. You got 2 beers. Or you're going to drink a beer, and then you're going to run 2 laps. You're going to do that 3 times. Then the last beer, you're going to drink a beer and then run 1 lap, and that's going to equal the full mile.
Hey, by
You
the
guys
way,
ready? I'll give them. There's going to be simple commands. There's going to be runner set, and then I'm going to say go.
All right, hold on. Cakes
You guys
has
ready
another
up there?
zing.
They also have to dodge traffic because this is a parking lot where people are coming in and out. So there's a lot of obstacles here, especially for JP.
All right, get us started, Farley.
Runner set. Chug.
All right.
Lewis is chugging.
Lewis got it down
He's punking that beer.
about 6 seconds, maybe less. And
So he's
off.
off.
And running.
Lewis is now officially off.
JP's only had half of the beer. He's cooked. He hadn't even started running yet.
I mean, Lewis is already out. He's out to the new building.
All right, so
I haven't
JP
seen JP come around the corner yet.
JP took 20 seconds to drink the beer,
Oh, he looks hurt.
and,
Look at him.
and Lewis is already up at South Capitol Street.
And again, you can go to watchthejunkies.com. We have 3 cameras on the course here. Lewis is already sprinting down Half Street. Not Half, that's South
That's
Capitol.
South Capitol.
Hicks, your money might be so safe right now.
You mean the egg? You mean the Egg McMuffin?
Or yeah, the Egg McMuffin.
By the way, we should have bet on a time, too, because JP's a competitive guy, but I'm telling you, the beers will take their toll on him.
Farley, did JP finish the entire first beer?
He did finish the entire first beer. I'm gonna
Go check.
examine the beer here.
Yeah, go check that for us.
Hey, is this
Yeah,
official if he
they're
sets a
both-
world record?
All right, hold on.
Trying to make news.
Lewis just finished the first lap.
Yeah,
so
he's
at a
He's
minute.
into the second lap.
He's at a minute 10. So he's got to do one more lap, then he'll drink the second beer.
Then he'll get the second beer. I don't think Lewis is going to be on any sort of world record pace from talking to him before today's event. He's just in pace to just smash JP in the race.
Now,
Farley, do we know where JP is?
JP's
So
actually
JP is
coming around.
for the first lap. It looks like he's done it in a 1:30 for the first lap in the beer.
Okay. All right. So how do you think he's doing? How's that time?
Well, he looks like he's being conservative early.
Right.
So it looked he looked actually pretty good. I thought maybe he would look like he'd be grabbing his stomach or feeling the effects of the beer, but looked pretty good first time around.
But he's only 1 beer in, so I'm going to
And
guess.
here comes Lewis for the second beer.
Yeah,
All right,
Lewis is already in.
Lewis
just
has
gonna
already
pummel
finished
this.
2 laps. Here comes second beer, number 2. All right.
I'm sure JP has a chance against a Canadian world record holder.
He's at 207, 208, and the second beer is Dunsky.
All right, second beer is done. JP is going to get lapped at this point because he's going down South Capitol. He's about to round the corner, but he's already losing steam. I can tell.
Be sure if you're driving down South Capitol, be sure to honk at him too to scare him.
Yeah, he's wearing.
He's the one that looks like a North Carolina walk-on.
Yeah, exactly. Walk on is right.
Lewis may not lap him here, but it's imminent. Like, it's going to be in the next 45 seconds to a minute that JP will get
JP
caught.
couldn't be a walk on the women's team. By the way,
part is drinking
it's funny
the beer.
'cause Lewis's brother, who's also a runner
Yeah.
and participates in these, he's just drinking the beer just to have fun. He's
right.
like a happy hour at 9 a.m.
JP is now in for his second beer.
It felt better than after I ran a lap having drank 1 beer.
All right, here comes beer number 2 for JP at 3:02.
Big surprise, Lewis quickly gaining on him.
Lewis is now on lap
Taunted him
number
as
3.
as he ran by and lapped him for the first time.
So Lewis is now officially lapped JP. JP is starting his second beer, and Lewis is about to get back out to South Capitol Street.
He is struggling.
How's the beer tasting? How's it going? Is it going down okay? Slowly.
Slowly. All right, second beer is
Yeah.
Dunsky for JP.
He did
He's
finish
off.
it.
3:34.
Impressive.
JP is hanging in there.
Well, he's competitive.
He's doing his due diligence. And look, it is unfair. He's running against a world record holder. Nobody expected him to keep up with him.
No, it's just a good comparison.
Yeah.
Because most people
Well,
are probably where JP is.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and again, Lewis is not running his world record time. When he did his best, he ran 4:47, and as we said earlier, 29 seconds for the beers and 4:18 for the mile. So he's nowhere near to that today. This is just kind of just training run
All
for
right, so
him. as
Lewis
he's on his
now,
third beer.
Lewis now coming in, starting his third beer.
At 4:13. All right, so he's got to run how many more laps? 3 more laps?
Yeah, just
He's
3
got
more.
3 more laps to go.
All right, 3 more laps
I mean, his
and 1
chugging
more beer.
ability is unbelievable.
He is. He's just a freaking
Yeah, he's
freak of nature.
he is a freaking machine. I mean, he
I mean, so in the running circles, Lewis is a stud runner, but not a world class runner. I think I said this earlier. He runs about a 3:57 for 1,500 meters, which is good, but not great. But you combine his world class drinking, and he is a stud at this event.
All right, JP just came back underneath the window. He's dodging a car on his way back out to, I'm not even sure what street that is. He hasn't puked yet, so I
I'm
Street.
impressed.
Yeah, K Street.
don't know if I like my bet at this point. Though he still has 2 more beers to go through.
He's got 2 more
He still
beers
has
and he's
2
got
more.
4 more laps to go.
Chris, can you give us an update on the weather? Is it super sticky down there? Is it gross?
It's sticky. It's humid. I'd say it's about 85 degrees with probably about 90% humidity. So if you can see on Watch the Junkies, I am pitting out here. I wore a gray shirt, and my pits are just killing it.
Yeah, you can go to watchthejunkies.com, and on our camera right at the corner of, I believe that's South Capitol, and I'm not sure what that street is. I'm sure I know streets in D.C. I think JP will get passed here by Lewis Kent in probably about 15 seconds.
That's L Street. So we are between L and K, and they're running South Capitol between L and K.
Yes.
So here comes.
So basically, Lewis Kent's like the LeBron James in this event.
Yeah.
Yes. And who's JP? What's the comp there?
Well, JP's like a D-League player.
Definitely a D-leaguer.
He's like a D3
Maybe
player.
Beer number 3.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Tar Heel.
I don't know how I'm going to put this one down.
AI
Right.
guy. He's not even a pro.
So JP is now at the table to drink his 3rd beer,
All right, we're at 6 minutes, 14 seconds.
and Lewis Kent just showed up for his final beer. JP's
Yeah, and he
taking,
is.
You know what? Props to JP for doing this.
Yeah.
Because he's going to feel like butt all day.
He's taking a real bullet for the show. We do appreciate it.
So how many total laps does JP have left?
So JP has 3
100.
laps. Lewis is on his final lap. Lewis just lapped him again. JP has got to finish this beer and then do 3 more laps and 1 more beer.
Oh, I just saw JP pat his stomach, and he had a look of disgust on his face. Puking
He
could
said
be
he can't
imminent.
get this beer down.
Hey, is JP going to tidy up all of the empty beer cans after everything's
Well, luckily
done?
for JP, this race is being run right next to a dumpster, so you can just throw them right in there.
Right. And he can vomit into it.
Yes, he can. Hey, JP, don't vomit all over your new Brooks.
We can't
Keep
hear
those
you.
nice and clean.
That's right.
All right, he just finished his beer. He's
he's-
not as confident as he was earlier.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
not as chipper as he was.
He thinks he might bet on Lurch's side as his last words as he ran off.
Oh.
And Lewis is finishing now.
Oh, Lurchicide is non-puke.
Yeah, I don't think he is, but it looks like he's
Oh,
in the
okay.
wall.
So this is Lewis finishing in a pedestrian time for him of 7 minutes and 31 seconds.
7:31. Yeah,
Wow,
that's
so he
way
did
off,
take it easy.
way off the world record pace, but smashing JP's pace at this point. And JP right now, he's in the teeth of the course because he's out in the sun on South Capitol. I mean, he looks like he's laboring, but again, he's not doubling over. He's finishing all the beers, so give him credit.
Man, I'll tell you what, he is going to feel so bad
He's
the
going to
rest of the
feel
day.
terrible. And
And
again, he can't drive home for like at least an hour. I mean, he's pounding 4 beers in the span of like 11 minutes.
Well, knowing him, he'll go downstairs to the gym and like do push-ups.
He might just try to sweat them off.
Farley, let us talk to Lewis again real
yeah,
quick.
let me put Lewis on, the champ here.
How you doing, guys?
Hey, buddy, how you feeling right now?
So, JP? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. That was a nice little loop there and good run.
So you,
JP's actually doing pretty well.
You took it easy because you finished at like 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, it was definitely a tad long, but yeah, it was just relaxing, kind of having a good time.
So how do
JP's
you
actually on for a decent time here if he can get the 4th beer down.
Right.
He might be around just over 10 minutes.
how do you feel physically right now? You feel fine?
Yeah, I was just kind of out there for a nice easy run, but no, I feel physically fine. Probably about 15 minutes.
Meanwhile,
The 4 beers will kick in.
if 98% of the people that work for 106.7 The Fan tried to do this run, tried to accomplish this feat, we would be lying down in the parking lot. We'd be
there
borderline
would be
dead.
EMT. It would be a line of EMT vehicles coming down the
Yeah,
alleyway.
Yes.
I'm in the best shape probably in the best shape of my life, and the peak time of the year, like the next couple weeks are big races for me, so definitely in some good fitness right now.
All right, so JP is coming around. I think he still has – how many laps does he have left?
He has to drink this one
Yeah,
beer,
he's got
Then
one
one
lap.
lap.
and then he's got one final lap
Oh, so
to
he's
complete the
almost,
beer mile.
He's almost done.
So if he can get this beer down like 30 seconds or so, he'll be under 11 minutes.
All right, this is
So,
the
JP?
this is the telling beer. Beer number 4.
Yeah.
JP's at the table. He
Where the
grabbed
men
it.
are separated from the boys. Here we go.
He grabbed that Budweiser like it was a can of rat
This
poison.
is going to be the tough one.
Yes.
If he gets this
Boys,
one
go
down.
for it.
All right, so he's at 9:55. He can finish this like in 13 minutes.
Puke. I need him to puke to win the bet.
You want a breakfast sandwich that bad?
I mean, that's $4 in my pocket, Lurch.
He's saying he's a guy that no room left in his stomach, so that bet may still be on.
All right. We'll see.
Yeah, but he's definitely wincing. If you go to watchthejunkies.com, you can see his face. He's not feeling very good right now. But give him credit. He's about to finish the beer mile.
A lot of belching.
Oh, yeah. A lot of stomach padding going on.
How much is he going to flame about his acid reflux when he gets up?
Oh, he's definitely bending over.
Come on, man. Come on. Forge your head.
Oh, come on.
Forge your head. Don't do it.
I want that Egg McMuffin.
He's holding it. He doesn't want to lose his bet.
I can't fit any more beer in my stomach right now.
He's gonna muscle through it.
Stop
Damn
talking
it.
to the camera and drink.
Doing a lot of standing and not drinking, right?
So much standing in place right now.
The best thing right now is from down here, we're looking up at another office space up there. This guy's just having his morning brunch, checking out. He's like, what the hell's going on right now? Look at him. He's giving the thumbs up. He's oh, there's down.
I mean, we're just
All
providing.
right, he's sprinting. That is good.
Sprint.
Pretty good.
He is sprinting. He's got some
He's gonna
kick
get under
left.
12
Oh,
minutes.
he got
Yeah,
a second
but
win.
you know what? He's sprinting. He's going to slow. That sprint is going to slow down to a crawl on South Capitol. I guarantee it. Watch how slow he is on South Capitol here.
Forrest
Yeah, he's
Gump.
hammering. He's gonna be under 12 minutes.
A drunk Forrest
think.
Gump.
Puke! Why haven't you puked yet? Damn it!
All right, come on now.
He looks like
He's rolling.
he looks like just
He's
looks like
grinding
Justin
it.
Gatlin down there in the back straight.
He wants to beat 13 minutes.
Now I win if he pukes before 10 a.m. Correct?
Yes.
All right. There's
Oh,
still
you guys have a time wager after
That was a
there's,
stupid bet
there's
by
an
me.
eternity. By the way, there's 20
He can't
plus
puke
minutes.
until 10 a.m.
Again, you
apparently.
can go
I
to
don't know what time it is. My watch is at the bottom.
watchthejunkies.com. JP's about to finish up the beer mile. Lewis Kent
There it is.
already finished. JP finishes with a
11:56.
time of
He sub 12.
11:59.
That is awesome.
Job well done by JP.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll get the guys back up in studio. Stay with us. He beat 12 minutes. I didn't think he had a prayer of doing
He
it.
did it.
But we'll see if he actually Tim Belches.
Yes.
All right, we're the Junkies. Stay with us.
Next on Green.